When they initially arrived at the scene, it was total chaos. Nobody really, the call came in as just a woman with a gun. That's all they knew. You got to realize the sheriff's office is about a block and a half away. That daycare is situated just across the narrow street to the high school. They arrived 4 or 5 deputies deep. Upon their arrival, they're trying to. People are going different places. They go to the door of the daycare. As they open that door, they encounter Mr. Jones in a bad situation. It was obvious what had taken place, shot multiple times. They're looking around trying to piece it together. Everybody's screaming and hollering, people across the road, people interacting. And during this time, they start life-saving measures. They start administering first aid. That they've got him. As the other deputies are getting there, she comes out from around some other vehicles. Because remember, this the parking lot of the daycare, comes out and says, "It was me. Hey, it's me." And they take her to the ground, and she's claiming it was she had to do it because of self-defense.
Did she still have the gun in her hand?
No, ma'am. She did not. It took us some moments later to realize actually where the gun was as they searched, and they realized there were still 2 minor children, small children, strapped in their car seats in the back of this vehicle. They didn't know where the shooting initially took place. I can tell you from the crime scene, it was a mess, and they could follow some of that. The blood and stuff at the crime scene, which led them back to the vehicle. And somebody said, "Hey, we got kids in here. We got to get them out."
Yeah.
You've got deputies that are doing that. It's total chaos, and the gun's laying there. Like she's trying to stage some of her initial statements and interview some things that she was claiming, which is all debunked because every second of this incident is recorded.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about the surveillance video. I assume that you've reviewed all of it. We haven't seen it yet. It's not been made public. But what stood out to you on those tapes? What did you see?
Pure evil. Came to town that day in our community. A if you want to call her a lady, I've got better names for it, but probably not appropriate to what she's done and what we've dealt with in the past. Her behavior when she first got there, I can tell you that he didn't have any. She just shows up. He's there to pick up his children. He doesn't have any real words with her. He's very cordial. He's being a dad. He doesn't want to create a scene. There's people exchanging their children, picking their kids up there at this daycare, doing the things. And at one point, when he goes back in to get some of their book bags and stuff, he does ask the owner, what's she doing here? He doesn't have any words with her. She follows him. He gets the kids. She holds them briefly, the one child. Then he puts them in the car seat, straps them in the car seat proper. She's having some scene. She goes back around to the other side of the vehicle. I'm not sure what's really going on there. He gets in his truck as he's going to leave. And before he can close that truck door, she comes around that vehicle with a bag in her hand. And from that bag, she pulls a handgun, semi-automatic handgun, leans in the vehicle, and just instantaneously fires off 3 rounds inside that vehicle, takes like a stutter step back as he's trying to realize what's going on too. It's catching him off guard. At that time, probably not even realize he's hit. And then she eases back in and fires off 2 more rounds from that semi-automatic weapon. He's able, and then she steps back again. The gun jams, kind of thing. And she's trying to get the gun unjammed. He flees from the vehicle. He's hollering for help.
Yeah, and the babies are in the back seat.
In the back seat, strapped in properly in their car seats.
And it's incredible that they weren't hurt, that other children, as you mentioned, with pickup happening. And I know that there's a high school nearby. And we also understand that she said, let the monster die. And you've got to die, Chris. Again, she told you, deputy, she did it in self-defense. But when she went into custody, off she goes. So she's been charged. But I got to ask you about a couple of things, because there's a question about premeditation and about maybe stalking, because apparently she said on social media in a post months ago that he was wearing a suit. And I don't know if that's the picture. There was a picture of him in a suit on social media. And she chimed in on that post and said, you bought that for your funeral. I mean, when you said that evil came to town, and if this came from her, and if that's true, I mean, what kind of mindset are we dealing with here?
It leads you to believe that she's been planning this for some time. Some of the false statements she's been making. Remember, they're in a custody battle. Still got to go through the paternity part. She's already lost custody and gave up the rights to 3 other older children before meeting with our victim. They have the 2 small children, 2.5, 1.5, beautiful, beautiful children. just adds to the horrificness of this incident.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.